freshman season.
Deal here from Dylan Harper. Oh, what a move! A spectacular, phenomenal play there from Dylan Harper.
Carter Bryant trying to go viral on somebody, just putting him in the rim. He's not.
2 years ago, the Spurs won just 22 games. Today, they've got back-to-back Rookie of the Year winners, just added the 2nd and 14th picks, and their entire core is under 21. The rest of the NBA thinks they know what's coming because they've seen glimpses of Wembanyama, but they have no idea what's coming next. Because what San Antonio just built isn't a team, it's a basketball apocalypse, and it's arriving faster than anyone thinks. That 22-win disaster, it was all part of the plan, because while everyone was laughing at the Spurs for tanking, San Antonio was quietly positioning themselves for something historic. And now, they've assembled Victor Wembanyama, 2024 Rookie of the Year, already a top 10 player.
Victor rolling to the bucket. Authority over Sengun. Count the basket and the foul.
Stephon Castle, 2025 Rookie of the Year, elite defender who can get buckets. Dylan Harper, 2nd overall pick in 2025, a 6'6" point guard with championship DNA, and Carter Bryant, 14th overall pick in 2025, the perfect 3-and-D wing, all under 21 years old. This isn't normal. This isn't how rebuilds are supposed to work. You don't get 2 straight Rookie of the Year winners. You don't draft a generational talent and then immediately surround him with perfect complementary pieces. You don't go from laughingstock to loaded in 24 months. But the Spurs, they're not normal. They never have been.
Can't hit the 3, but he got his own miss. Goes to the rim, switches hands over the king again.
Remember, this is the same franchise that tanked 1 year for Tim Duncan, won 5 championships, found Tony Parker at 28, found Manu Ginobili at 57, developed Kawhi Leonard from a 15th pick into a finals MVP. They don't just draft well, they draft with purpose. They see things other teams miss, and what they saw in this 2025 draft class, it's about to break the league. June 25th, 2025. The Spurs are on the clock at number 2. Dylan Harper is the obvious choice, a 6'6" lefty with the handle of Kyrie and the size of Cade Cunningham. Everyone knows he's the pick, but what nobody realized, just how perfect he'd be next to Wembanyama. The pundits saw the talent but questioned the fit. He needs the ball too much. How will he mesh with Wemby? The Spurs need shooting, not another playmaker. Those pundits, they're about to look real stupid. Harper put up 19.4 points, 4.6 rebounds, and 4 assists at Rutgers.
Dylan Harper has had a phenomenal freshman season.
Playing alongside Ace Bailey, another lottery pick. Solid numbers, but here's what those stats don't show. Harper was the guy defense's game planned for. He ran the offense, controlled the tempo, and made all the key decisions. Even with another elite talent next to him, Harper was the one who had the ball in his hand when it mattered most, and he still got to the rim whenever he wanted. But here's what nobody's talking about. Harper's feel for the game, his pace. Watch him play. He's never rushed, never out of control. He'll lull you to sleep with that methodical dribble, then boom, he's at the rim before you can blink. Former Minnesota coach Ben Johnson said it best. He has a change of speed that is real deceptive. You kind of got him corralled, then he has that hesitation, slow little pace to him, and then that next burst, and he's at the rim. That's not teachable, that's not coachable, that's elite. But wait, if Harper was such a steal at number 2, how did the Spurs also get a potential all-defensive wing at 14?
San Antonio Spurs select Carter Bryant.
Defensive versatility.
Let's talk about DNA for a second. Dylan Harper's father, Ron Harper, 5-time NBA champion, 3 with the Bulls, 2 with the Lakers. Played alongside Jordan, Pippen, Kobe, and Shaq. His mother, an assistant coach. His brother, Ron Harper Jr., already in the league. The kid was born for this. At 6'6", 215 pounds, Harper isn't just big for a point guard, he's a problem. Most point guards in today's NBA are 6'1" to 6'3". Harper can see over defenses, he can shoot over smaller guards, and he can bully his way to the rim. But here's the scary part. He's left-handed. You know how hard it is to guard a skilled lefty? Everything's backwards. Your muscle memory is useless. Your defensive angles are wrong. Now make that lefty 6'6" with elite body control and a handle that would make street ballers jealous. Oh, and by the way, De'Aaron Fox is also a left-handed. Imagine trying to defend two elite lefty guards coming at you in waves. That's a defensive coordinator's nightmare. Good luck with that. Harper's finishing ability is already NBA ready. Creative footwork, ambidextrous finishing, that little floater in the lane, the euros, the spin moves. Rutgers coach Steve Pikiell called him maybe the best point guard in the country. And this is a guy who's coached in the Big Ten for decades. But it's not just the scoring, it's the playmaking. Harper averaged just 4 assists at Rutgers, but watch the tape. How many perfect passes did his teammates brick? How many easy buckets were missed? Put him next to Wemby, a 7'4" alien who can catch lobs from the free throw line, and those assist numbers are going to explode. Think about these combinations. Harper Wemby pick and roll, unstoppable. Harper Castle, drive and kick. Elite defense, now elite offense. Harper finding Bryant in the corner, money. The Spurs already had Fox running the point, but they needed another playmaker to share the load. Someone who could run the second unit, play alongside Fox in two-guard lineup, and take over when Fox sits. Someone with size, skill, and versatility. They got all that and more. Harper's catch and shoot ability, elite. His pace control, elite. His decision-making, elite. This isn't just a good pick, this is a franchise-altering pick. The player comparison everyone's making is Cade Cunningham. Same size, same deliberate style, same ability to control game without being the fastest guy on the court. Cade went from good rookie to all-star in 3 years. Harper, with the Spurs development system and Wembanyama as a running mate, he might get there even faster. So the Spurs got their point guard of the future at number 2. Then, at number 14, they grabbed a player some teams had in their top 10. How? Because they saw something everyone else missed. Every dynasty needs a Draymond Green, a Scottie Pippen, an Iguodala, that versatile wing who does all the dirty work, locks up opponents' best players, and hits big shots when it matters. Enter Carter Bryant. At 6'8", 225 pounds, Bryant has the perfect modern NBA body. Long enough to contest shots, strong enough to guard forwards, quick enough to stay with guards. And that 37.1% from 3, that's money. In the Spurs system, with better spacing and open looks, we're looking at a 40% shooter. But here's what separates Bryant from other 3-and-D prospects. His shot blocking. This dude blocks shots like a center, not just little tapaways. We're talking volleyball spikes, sending shots into the third row. For a wing player, his timing and instincts are absolutely ridiculous. Arizona coach Tommy Lloyd said it best. The one thing about Carter is he checks 2 boxes that are really hard to check. He's an elite talent and he has an elite character. Elite talent, elite character. In San Antonio, that's the perfect recipe. The Spurs culture is built on guys like this. Guys who work, guys who compete, guys who don't need their number called to impact winning. Bryant fits that mold perfectly. But don't sleep on his offensive potential. Right now, he's a spot-up shooter and cutter. That's his flaw. But the tools are there for so much more. The passing vision is there, just underutilized. The handle is developing, the athleticism to attack closeouts. Remember Kawhi Leonard when he came to San Antonio? Just a defensive specialist who could hit some corner threes. What happened? 2-time finals MVP. Remember DeJounte Murray? Late first-round pick? What happened? All-star. The Spurs don't just develop players, they transform them. Now imagine these defensive lineups. Castle, Harper, Bryant, Sohan, Wembanyama. That's 5 guys who can switch everything. 5 guys who can protect the rim, 5 guys who can create turnovers. Good luck scoring on that. Or go small. Harper, Bryant, Castle, Vassell, Wembanyama. Shooting, defense, and Wembanyama at the 5 just destroying people. The player comparison that makes the most sense? OG Anunoby. But here's the thing. Anunoby was drafted on potential. Bryant was drafted on production. He's already shown he can contribute at a high level. In San Antonio's system, with their development staff playing next to Wembanyama, Bryant could be an all-defensive candidate by year 2. And if that offensive game developed, We're talking about a potential all-star at pick 14. So let's put this all together. The Spurs have assembled something the NBA hasn't seen in years. And the scariest part, they're just getting started. Let's talk about fit for a second. Because talent is one thing, but the NBA is littered with talented teams that never won anything because the pieces didn't fit. The Spurs, everything fits perfectly. Wembanyama, the 7'4" unicorn who needs the ball but also needs playmakers. Harper, the 6'6" point guard who can create for others and himself. Castle, the defensive ace who doesn't need the ball to impact winning. Bryant, the 3-and-D wing who spaces the floor and locks down. There's no overlap, no redundancy, everyone has a clear role, but everyone can do multiple things. And if you want proof this blueprint works, look at what just happened in OKC. The Thunder just won the championship with the exact same formula. Young core? Check. Defensive identity? Check. Patient rebuild through the draft? Check. The difference? The Spurs' young core might be even more talented. The Thunder proved the model. Now San Antonio is about to perfect it. Now here's where it gets terrifying for the rest of the league. Wembanyama, 21 years old. Harper, 19 years old. Castle, 20 years old. Bryant, 19 years old. By the time these four hit their primes in 2030, they'll have been playing together for half a decade. The chemistry will be telepathic. The system will be perfected. And the rest of the league, they'll be scrambling to catch up. Think about normal player development. Years 1 to 2, learning the league. Years 3 to 4, breakout. Years 5 to 7, prime begins. Years 8 to 12, peak powers. The Spurs core won't hit their collective prime until 2030 plus. 2030. Harper and Bryant haven't even played an NBA game yet, and this team already has the foundation of something special. But it's not just about talent and age, it's about culture. The Spurs have the best player development system in NBA history, bar none. They turned a 15th pick Kawhi into a superstar, a 28th pick Tony Parker into a Hall of Famer, a 57th pick Manu into a Hall of Famer, a 29th pick DeJounte Murray into an All-Star, a 29th pick Derek White into a champion. What are they going to do with this much talent? The infrastructure is already there. The coaching, the facilities, the expectation, the winning culture. These young players aren't walking into a dysfunctional situation. They're walking into the most stable, successful organization in professional sports. And here's the kicker. They still have cap space. They still have draft picks. They can still add to this core. Imagine adding a veteran star in either 2026 or 2027. Someone who wants to chase rings with a young super team. The Spurs will have their pick of anyone who hits free agency. This isn't just a good young core. This is a dynasty in the making. The NBA doesn't have a Spurs problem. It has a Spurs nightmare. Back-to-back Rookie of the Year winners, a 6'6" point guard with elite court vision, a 6'8" two-way wing with defensive instincts beyond his years, all under 21, all growing together, all in the best development system in basketball. In 3 years, when Harper's running the offense like a maestro, when Bryant's locking down all-stars, when Castle's hitting clutch shots, and when Wembanyama's the best player on the planet, remember where you heard it first. The Spurs aren't rebuilding anymore, they're reloading. And the rest of the NBA, they're in trouble. This young core isn't just good, they're not just talented, they're perfect for each other. Perfect for the modern NBA, perfect for the Spurs system, and perfect for dominating the league for the next decade. The dynasty isn't coming, it's already here, just wearing warm-ups right now. So what do you think? Are the Spurs about to run the league again? Can anyone stop this young core from taking over? Drop your prediction in the comments below. Hit like on this video and subscribe because this season, the Spurs are much watched TV.